Top nine bets. Top nine bets this week, college football, week 9. Got you top 10 bets here. 6-3, 7-2 is what we're looking to go. Click that like, hit subscribe. Let's hop right into it. First game on the board that I like. Really like this one a lot. I like Arkansas on the money line minus $1.40. Now listen, right now Arkansas is getting the lion's share of tickets, 59% of tickets, 84% of the handle for the Arkansas Razorbacks in this game. But when I look at it, I just like the quarterback Green. Auburn, they blew that game to Missouri last week. Auburn, they are on a 5-game losing streak, but check it out. Against Auburn, they have held in there and played them tough in the past. I like this spot for Arkansas. Auburn, again, they had that devastating loss on the road. Now they got to go in conference on the road and play Arkansas here. I just think it's a really, really bad spot for the Auburn Tigers. Arkansas 2-5 straight up, 3-4 ATS. But again, head-to-head, last year in Auburn, Arkansas won this game 24-14. I like the Razorbacks to get it done and get across the finish line in this game. Next game on the board that I like, and call me crazy, but give me the Memphis Tigers +6. Look, this thing was hanging around like 4.5, and now it's ballooned up 6. There's a couple 6.5s, but just for argument's sake, I'm going to give it out at 6. Memphis, they're only getting 33% of tickets, 29% of handle. Everybody is on South Florida. Granted, they've been good all year, ranked number 18th in the country. But I'm telling you, this ain't going to be any walk in the park. Both of these teams, 6-1 straight up. Memphis, same as South Florida, 6-1 ATS, so they're deadlocked. Now, Memphis, head-to-head against South Florida. Memphis has won 4 straight outright, including a 21-23 win last year in South Florida. Memphis has taken 7 of the last 9 in this series against the South Florida Bulls. When I look at this, I think it's a great spot. Memphis also 6-1 ATS. Memphis 10-11 or 10-1 straight up their last 11 games. When it comes to against the spread, yes, South Florida is 6-1-1 against the spread their last 8. But check it out, head-to-head, Memphis, the last 8 games, they are 7-1 ATS against the South Florida Bulls. Second play that I like this week in college football, like Arkansas on the money line. Second one, give me Memphis here plus the 6, the 6. Memphis plus the 6. Next game on the board that I like, let's go to the West Coast. San Diego State is visiting Fresno State. Fresno State's catching 3.5. Now, look, I always tell you, when you have a low ticket count and a high dollar amount, that's typically your pros. Higher ticket count, lower dollar amount, typically your Joes, right? So not always, but more than 80%, that's the way it goes. Right now, Fresno State plus 3.5 is only getting 33% of tickets and 64% of the handle in this one. But they're 5-1 straight up their last 6, and Fresno State has been awesome at home. They're 16-3 straight up their last 19 overall. Now, I am aware San Diego State 5-1 straight up and 5-1 ATS over their last 6, and they're 4-1 ATS their last 5 versus Fresno State. So I looked at that and I said, okay, Fresno State 16-3 at home, but San Diego State is 4-1 to the spread against them. What am I missing here? Well, when I went in and I started looking at the scores, obviously this year San Diego State comes in 5-1, Fresno comes in 5-2. But head-to-head, if you take last year's 33-18 butt kicking that San Diego State gave them, Fresno State's been the way to go here. Give me Fresno State as the third play, plus 3.5. I think it's tremendous value. I love the spot for them. Fresno State plus 3.5. So we got Arkansas on the money line minus $1.40. Memphis plus the 6. Fresno State plus 3.5. Next game on the board. Sometimes you just got to go with the public because sometimes the public's right. 80% of tickets, 82% of the handles on the Vanderbilt Commodores. I'm going to take them here on the money line minus 140. Look, college game day is there. This is the biggest game for Vanderbilt, having game day there in a long time. They're 6-2 ATS, but they're 5-2 ATS against Missouri. Now, Missouri, been a great straight up team and a great cover team. 9-1 straight up over their last 10, 9-2-1 over their last 12. But Vanderbilt, 7-1 straight up. They've played Missouri 8 of the last 11 to the under. And again, 5-2 ATS against Missouri. Vanderbilt having the home crowd there at home. Give me Vanderbilt minus 140 for the fourth play. Fifth play, I'm going to go to Starksville. And listen, I like Arch Manning. I like the Mannings. Heck, I love the Mannings. Texas is not that team, and yet we keep having them lay these big numbers on the road. Them going to Starksville laying 7.5 is just way too many. I'm going to take the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Listen, Texas comes in 5-2 straight up, but they're just 2-5 ATS. Mississippi State, 4-3 straight up, but they're 6-1 against the number. Mississippi State's been an absolute covering machine. Now, Texas did beat them by 22 last year, but listen, that Texas team was absolutely elite last year. Really good football team. Right now, Mississippi State getting 56% of the bets, 64% of the handle in this matchup for Mississippi State. Listen, the defense there at Mississippi State is better. Again, Arch Manning, Texas has trouble moving the ball. They are 12-2 on the road their last 14, but they're 2-7 ATS their last 9. Texas has not been covering. They struggle to get back, and they've struggled to get by teams. Now, listen, I get it. Mississippi State's 5-13 straight up their last 18, but they're 7-1 ATS their last 8 games, and they're 5-1 ATS their last 6 at home. Give me Mississippi State for the fifth place. So we got Arkansas on the money line, minus $1.40. Vanderbilt on the money line, minus $1.40. Memphis, plus 6. Fresno State, plus 3.5. Mississippi State, plus 7.5. 5 down, 4 to go. Sixth play. Give me a money line parlay, Wyoming and Arizona State. 2 home teams. Now, Colorado State, they're a mess. Fired the coach. They got all kinds of stuff going on. Wyoming at home. Wyoming's always a very tough place to play. Give me Wyoming in that one. And then Arizona State, the big win last week, we had them plus 7.5 against Texas Tech. They got a Houston team coming in. And look, I know Houston, they've only lost 1 game, and a lot of people might be high on them, but they really haven't played anybody yet. Now you got to go on the road to Arizona State, Levin and company. I just think that's a horrible spot. Arizona State gets this win. And like I said, Colorado State is just 3-6 ATS their last 9 versus Wyoming. Wyoming 9-4 ATS their last 13. But the biggest spot here is Wyoming's just got to win the game. You don't got to worry about the 4. So our 6th play, money line parlay, give me Arizona State and Wyoming. 7th play on the board, take me home country roads to the place where I belong. Listen, West Virginia was catching around 13 earlier in the week. This has finally touched 17. West Virginia plus 17 is going to be the 7th play. They're getting 30% of bets, 14% of the money. Everybody's on this TCU team, but I'm here to tell you, TCU ain't that good. The Big 12's down this year, and I get it. TCU 8-3 against the number of their last 11, 9-2 straight up in that period. Not so fast, my friend, as the great Lee Corso would say. When these 2 teams meet in West Virginia's 4-1 ATS the last 5. But wait, there's more. West Virginia 7-1 ATS their last 8 overall versus TCU, and they've won 5 of the last 6 contests against TCU. Now, TCU comes in 5-2, West Virginia 2-5. But listen, like we just said, 5 of the last 6 went to West Virginia, including 2 years ago. West Virginia went on the road to TCU and won that game 24-21. The fact this has touched 17 is just too much. Give me West Virginia here plus 17 in this matchup. So far, just to recap, Memphis plus 6 is one of our plays on the board. We also got Fresno State plus 3.5, another play on the board. Vanderbilt on the money line, another play on the board. Arkansas on the money line, another play. Mississippi State plus 7.5. West Virginia plus 17. And then we got the money line parlay with Wyoming and Arizona State. I'm now going to kick it to another game that I really, really like here. I think it's good value. Michigan State plus 14.5. Now, hear me out. Michigan comes in 5-2. Michigan State 3-4. Yada, yada, yada. Michigan State's getting 45% of bets, 57% of the handle. But when I dove into this game, listen, Michigan, they're 5-2 straight up the last 7 against Michigan State, but we're not talking about straight up. We're talking about ATS. That's something Michigan State has not been good at lately. 3-9 ATS their last 12. But I think Josh Smith and the quarterback here can get it together. And look, Michigan State, regardless of how good one is, how good one isn't, this is always a huge rivalry. Always. Michigan, 4-12-1 ATS the last 17 versus Michigan State. Over the last 17, did you hear that? Michigan State has covered 12 of 17. There's a push in there. This game's always tough. Give me Sparty plus 14.5. I think that's a great, great spot for Sparty. Again, I like him here a lot. Again, so give me Michigan State plus 14.5. West Virginia plus 17. Mississippi State plus 7.5. Give me Fresno State plus 3.5. Give me Vanderbilt on the money line. Give me Arkansas on the money line. Give me the money line parlay with Wyoming and Arizona State. And then let me round it out, giving me the one and only Memphis plus 6. Again, that Memphis is live to win outright. We also had Arkansas on the money line there. A 10th play that was just on the cusp. Sneaky, sneaky game. Watch out for this one. Kentucky plus 10. I'm telling you. Kentucky plus 10. And also keep an eye on Texas A&M. I think they're on upset alert for sure. Click that like, hit subscribe. Check out all of our content on All Sports, 4 to 5 pieces a day, where we help you become a better handicapper. God bless and happy handicapping.